FBI, you might want to stay out of this, all right, sir? Excuse me, sir, ma'am, please, back off. All right, I need 8 double tall.
Come on. Come on. Welcome to another episode of the Market Value Chart Show. Right here, baby, at 6 Scale Cantina. Look, I don't know. Is it possible that the Hot Toys wizard in his next appearance is going to be Sandra Bullock? You have to wonder. You never know what this Hot Toys wizard is going to show up as. What was he last time? TK FOMO? I didn't even know there was a TK FOMO. Just like a lot of people didn't know there was a Jesse. Come on. Welcome, everybody, to the Market Show Live. Look, this is the last Market Show update for this year. And there's actually a ton to cover. And we're going to have a lot of fun, because we're going to have a lot of fun with this episode, especially when you take into account 2021 in review and some of the things that happened this year, which has changed Star Wars Hot Toys perhaps forever. Come on. But listen, I am the Dark Jedi, Aries Tarrington, and I will be serving up all the Star Wars Hot Toys talk. But listen, I got to talk about this giveaway. I'm going to share. I'm sharing it on the screen. Let me go to the screen here and talk about this giveaway. So look, I left this banner up from my last show, which was the Aries Tarrington show, which had our special guest Fabio from Fob's Figures. If you haven't checked that video out yet, you definitely want to do that. But if you want to be eligible for the giveaway for the free Hot Toy, this coming Christmas Eve morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, you're going to want to comment on this video. So I left it up here at 6scalecantina.com, even though it's obviously not the latest episode. This one is. But I'm leaving it there so it's easy for you. Go to 6scalecantina.com, click on that text above it, or click on that banner. Go watch the show with me and Fabio, because it was phenomenal. Comment on the video. You don't have to comment 80,000 times, because the computer's only going to accept one comment. And then during the Christmas Eve show, which will start at 10 a.m. Eastern, some point during the show, on Friday, December 24th, this coming Friday, I'll go ahead and run the contest. And the only other thing you got to do besides comment on that video right there, not this one, although feel free to comment on this one, you got to subscribe to 6 Scale Cantina, or it's not going to be eligible. So subscribe right now to 6 Scale Cantina. Come on, baby. And look, I'll be giving away a free Hot Toy, and I'm going to go to the other banner, which is going to be the banner that's going to flash on YouTube and on my Facebook and Instagram. You see it right there. I just put it on the screen for you. Christmas Eve Live with Aries. Christmas Eve Live. Christmas Eve with Aries in the morning. Come on. Who doesn't want to spend Christmas Eve morning with Aries? Let's go, baby. And look, you got Lando right there. If you win, you can choose between brand new Lando, brand new Short Trooper Squad Leader, brand new 501st Regular, or brand new Coruscant card. So whatever your flavor is, if you're the lucky winner, and good luck to you, that's what you'll have to do. Again, you have to subscribe, be subscribed to 6 Scale Cantina. And you have to comment on this video, which I left at 6scalecantina.com to make it easy for you. That's what you got to do. Okay? And then good luck. And the Christmas Eve show is going to be phenomenal. We're going to have so much fun. I am going to have some special guests that are going to be popping in. And what a good old time we're going to have Christmas Eve morning. I cannot wait. I am so stoked to be brewing and having some coffee and cocoa with you, baby. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, this is going to be awesome. I'm sorry I missed you all this weekend. I missed some live shows. I didn't have my live show. I wasn't on Dante's live show. I wasn't a guest on anybody else's show. I'm under the weather, but I'm a lot better now. And hopefully by the Christmas Eve show, I'll really be cooking, baby. But listen, I got my deluxe spatchka. Come on. Come on. All right. Look, there's a lot to get into in this episode because this is really the last market update. It's already like it'll be December 20th tomorrow in a few hours of this recording. And this is going to be a phenomenal episode because I want to recap a lot of things for you after we get into what's going on at 6 Scale Cantina. But let's get right into it. Let's go to the biggest mover section. And I'm going to scroll down to it. And wow, would you look at that to the right of me there? And I'm going to blow it up a little bit bigger for now. And look who's number one. Are you kidding me with Ray? Look, we're going to have some fun in this episode. And I'm going to put up for the first segment that we're doing, which is this right here. Biggest movers closing out 2021. That's what this segment is. And we're going to look at the biggest movers at 6scalecantina.com because this is closing out 2021. And would you believe that Ray is the biggest mover right now? And you have to wonder, is it usual that there's deals during this time of year more so than not? And I say yes, but not so much this year when it comes to Star Wars Hot Toys. Figures that are sought after are catching a premium. Let's look at some Ray, because you look at that Tarkin and Vader, and look at Dooku, and look at Luke, and look at Boba, and look at Darkside Anakin, and look at regular Anakin back. Look at the Darth Vader, those 40th. Are you kidding me? Let's pull up some stuff, boys and girls. Let's go to Ray and pulling this up onto the screen. And you can see right here. And going back just from a few days ago, wow, $360. I know the best offer with this, $350, not including $23.11 in shipping, not including taxes. And from our very own giveaway sponsor, a very, very reputable seller, Hawk Wars Toys, with now 1,210 positive feedback. And I've bought so much from Ray at Hawk Wars Toys. And let me tell you something, can't thank him enough for doing this, sponsoring this giveaway for 6 Scale Cantina. And, you know, on Instagram, go in there and follow Hawk Wars Toys. I actually put the link to the Instagram of Hawk Wars Toys within this video description. So make sure you go in there, click on it, and go follow this guy. Really good stuff. But anyway, these even aren't even the high prices that this is going for right now. Because I'll pull up other Rays. And I'll pull these up onto the screen. And she has changed dramatically. And you can look right here. Back from December 7th, $369.59. Back from November 29th, $369.59. Wow. Let's pull up this Ray listing. Now, this is $390, and it already has 5 watchers U.S. selling. And I pointed this out in my last episode that when you start seeing this is when these figures start getting out crazy in the market. And here's another one at $375 basically, and 5 watchers already here too. Wow. Ray is on fire. And there's going to be a segment in this episode where we're going to talk about some things where we talk about this as well. But look, the reason why this figure is doing so well is this head sculpt. which was so far superior than the prototype images, which scared a lot of people away, let alone the controversies of the sequel scare a lot of people away to begin with. But it was just not very good. And then they did this, and then the reviews come out, and then they produce so little. And remember, I told you that this figure is going to be so gone so quick. It lasted 3 weeks in stock and a hit wait list. Wow. Number one biggest mover. Let's go back to the biggest movers section. Let's talk about some of these other ones. Tarkin Invader and Dooku. Let's go to Tarkin Invader. And I'll pull up Tarkin Invader right now. And you can see back from December 19th, $900, not including the $28 in shipping, not including taxes, outstanding US seller with over 10,000 feedback. Are you kidding me? And this is just a trend with this, because I'll go to another one, Vader and Tarkin. And this one's back from November 28th. And another US seller, $900. This one with free shipping. But another outstanding seller with 317 feedback. Wow. So when you go to the market value chart at 6scalecantina.com, and if you don't have 6scalecantina.com bookmarked, you may want to consider doing so. It gives you all the latest trends on Star Wars Hot Toys in the secondary market, whether they're trending up, baby, whether they're trending down, whether they're steady, and what their prices are. Not only with the biggest movers, which we've been going over, but with the market value chart, every single one of them. But let's actually go to the market value chart. And I'm going to sort this out in the current value column, highest to lowest, by clicking that arrow in the current value column a couple times. Now I can get the highest ranked figures to the lowest ranked figure. And would you look at here, number 2, and just $30 away from the $900 tier range, where the Han and Chewbacca A New Hope is, Tarkin Invader, now $870 and rising. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And if we go down this chart a little bit, let's actually go take a look at where Rey and Dio is. And I'm going to highlight it in the middle of the screen. And you can see right here, Rey and Dio, MMS 559, now $337 and rising. Are you kidding me? And you have to wonder, is it possible that this Rey and Dio is a future Grail? And I say, we're going to talk about it in a little bit later in this episode. Wow. And let's move up over here, because I want to show you in the middle of the screen, Count Dooku, MMS 496, now $468 and rising. Wow. And I mean, and Count Dooku is a very, very hard figure to find in the secondary market anyway. Not a whole lot of people are getting rid of them, just being honest. And let's go to some data with Count Dooku. And pulling this up onto the screen. And you can see right here, $520. Wow, this sold for. And it was just a week ago. Again, from our sponsor for the giveaway, Hawk Wars Toys, $520, not including the $23.11 in shipping. Wow. Let's go to more Dooku. And look at this one. Back from December 8th. $445 with only 3 feedback. So if that was higher feedback, that would certainly be, that's actually a lower one. But wow, $445 even with 3 feedback. It is so hot when you touch it. Your fingers burn, baby. You better dip them in some spatchka. Come on. Come on. Look, and speaking of this Ray, I'm just pulling this back up on the screen because I am telling you right now, this is one of the calls from the Hot Toys Wizard anyway. You're going to see this in 2022 as some kind of COD exclusive or some type of drop. You're going to get a Dark Side Ray that is going to come from Hot Toys. It's going to happen. This figure is just skyrocketing way too fast. They'll never reissue it, but they'll come out with a different alternate version that they could capitalize that head sculpt and use more of it. It'll hardly cost them anything. And I tell you what, I'd love that figure. I would love it. I would love it. And I've mentioned it before. And when it comes out next year, when it gets officially announced, don't forget the credit. 6scalecantina.com, baby. But I'm telling you right now, I mean, so much demand for this particular figure. It's not funny by so many. And it'd be beautiful. And it would be bad, man. It'd be so cool. It'd be rad. All right, let's continue to go on because look what else is climbing here. And you saw this in the biggest mover section. Anakin. Anakin regular. $590, not including the $24.04 in shipping. And this is one of the lower ones, not including taxes. Let's go to Dark Side Anakin. And Dark Side Anakin is just all over the place. And I've put up so many on this one. $725, best offer accepted. There's so much going on. These figures trended down a little bit, and then now they're just trending up to end this year. Are you kidding me? Wow. And pulling these up on the screen. Look at this here. Luke Trooper. Back from December 12th. The Stormtrooper disguise Luke. And forget about the Han one, which is going completely off the grid. $454 with 11 bits, not including the $20.75 in shipping, not including taxes. These Lukes, the original Lukes, are so hot. And look at this other Luke Farm Boy. And back from the end of November, $445 with 12 bids. Wow. I remember picking this up from somebody close to where I live. We met somewhere, and I was able to pick it up for cash and everything for $300, meeting somebody. But this wasn't even including the $23.65 in shipping, not including taxes. Are you kidding me? It is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And when you look at some of these, you look at Anakin, you look at Dark Side Anakin, you look at Luke Trooper, Luke A New Hope. Let's go to the market value chart. Back there again. Let's see where these are sitting at. And I'm actually just going to sort it out best-selling wise again. So I'm going to click on that arrow in the current value column a couple times. And look at Dark Side Anakin. $700 tier range, $3 over, trending up again. Wow, it's in 2-pack territory. Are you kidding me? And that base is sweet. So I guess if you want to count the base as a figure, but wow. Absolutely crazy. Let's look at those Lukes. Look at the other Anakin. I'll highlight it. $550 and rising. Is it possible that the regular Anakin is going to breach the $600 tier range? And I say, yes, it is. What about that Clone Wars Anakin Aries, it's cool. It's going to fill the void for a lot of people. But it's not going to fill the void for all the collectors. Case in point, there's a lot of collectors who want that Mandalorian season 2, Luke, because that's going to fill the void for them for Return of the Jedi. And I get it. That's going to work for a lot of collectors. However, there's going to be a lot of collectors that don't work for it. Collectors like me, my personality, that won't work. It's he's too aged. That's not going to look right with the Emperor and Darth Vader. So it's not going to be for me, but for a lot, it's going to be. And for some people, that Clone Wars Anakin is going to fit with the Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan, and that's going to work for them. And there's going to be some where no, only the Anakin Revenge of the Sith one from the movie is going to work for them. So it's going to be very interesting. But I really do think that this figure is going to breach the $600 tier range again. And you know, we talk about the reissue a lot. The reissue of Darkseid Anakin. And you have to wonder, one thing I really haven't heard discussed too much is what if the 2-pack actually was this Anakin from Revenge of the Sith and the Darkseid Anakin, no base, but they actually give you an Anakin with 2 head sculpts. Wow. And I mean, that would, I don't know, that would be a little interesting. But I could actually see Hot Toys doing that. You could actually see them doing that. And then, of course, the conversation would be, why did you do that in the first place? That would be very interesting. That would be so interesting. I wouldn't put it past them. Is it possible? You have to wonder. Let's look at these Lukes. Luke, Return of the Jedi, Deluxe, Endor, forget about it. It's already $512 and rising. Wow. It is just so high. Count Dooku, I already showed you that one. But I wanted to get to some of these Lukes. Here they are. Luke, A New Hope, regular, $432 and rising. Wow. And we'll see if I could find Luke Stormtrooper. Luke Stormtrooper, $473 and rising. Wow, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Let's go back to the biggest movers section. Let's see what else is shaking before I go to the next segment here. Very, very interesting stuff indeed. The Boba Fett 40th, the Darth Vader 40th. I showed you so much of that in the last shows. And they just continue to be so close to breaching the $400 tier range. And you have to wonder, will they breach the $400 tier range in 2022? Probably an even better question is, will they breach the $450 tier range in 2022? And I say yes. I think both of those 40th anniversary figures will do so for sure. Wow. And you're taking a look at the biggest movers here. It's absolutely crazy. So I want to go now to the next segment of the show as I get some Deluxe spotchka here. Getting ready for my Boba Fett Deluxe 2-pack. Is that going to come out before December 31st? You have to wonder. Well, here we go. Next segment. Aries is 4 projected grails from 2021's new releases. So, we had a bunch of new releases this year. And I actually counted down my top 10 a few episodes ago. It was a lot of fun. We all had a lot of fun with that. But now I'm going to tell you what my 4 projected grails from all the loot that Hot Toys gave us for Star Wars Hot Toys this year. What do I think are 4 not possible, but projected grails from the loot this year. Let's get into it. Because I'm going to go from 4 to 3 to 2 to number 1. From 4 to number 1. And let me go to number 4 first. There's 4 figures from this year that I believe will be grails. And I'm going to pull up the first one. And that's right, baby. You can see it right there. The Heavy Infantry Mandalorian, which you have to remember was a 2021 release. And you have to wonder, is it possible that this is a future Hot Toys grail? And I say, yes. Yes, this is. And that's okay if they come out with different versions of this. Because they will come out with different versions of this and never the same version. And this original version from season 1 is going to be so hot. And this figure is so close to breaching the $400 tier range again. And I really believe that this figure is going to be a $500 to $600 tier range figure in the years to come. So that's what I think from this year. It's not as a possible it's going to be a grail. I'm telling you, it is a grail. Let's go to number 3. So the third figure from this year that is absolutely going to be a grail. Yes. Come on. Come on. It's right there. But Aries. This is something cheap overseas. Well, no kidding. It was released the same time as Sideshow. They're not going to go sell it for $530 when Sideshow's selling it for $235. Come on, we got to put 2 and 2 together. Okay? I just showed you this whole year the insanity that's going on with the original trilogy for Star Wars Hot Toys. And there's no way on earth that Lando is going to be left aside. And Lando's going to be like a jet trooper that no one's going to want that collects original trilogy figures. That's not going to be the case. And this figure was produced in very small quantities. And this figure will be on wait list by the end of March. Gone. Goodbye. And probably much sooner than that. But Aries, it won't. It'll be there till Spooktacular. I know. I heard that with all the other ones from earlier in the year. Trust me, I'll be right on all of these too. Come on. I'll give you a free spot if I'm wrong. I've already given you a free hot toy. This is 1000% a future grail. Anything original trilogy with a character of this magnitude is a grail. And in this 40th anniversary packaging, are you kidding me? And this head sculpt is one of the best head sculpts of all time. I put it in my top 5 head sculpts, Star Wars Hot Toys of all time. And so are many, many collectors. This figure, wow. So there's 2 releases from this year that you could lock as grails in the future. Let's go to my second one. And that's not going to come up. Oh, well, let me just go ahead and do this because there's many ways to skin a cat. And I'm going to go to sideshow.com. And we'll be able to get to my number 2 figure rather easily. As I will pull it up on the screen. Because the link timed out on me. And let me just click on this bad boy. And there you go. There you go. Captain Rex. But Aries. They made too many. No, they didn't. They made about as much as Cody. You'll see. And you see where Cody is right now. I've talked about him like forever this year. It's astronomically high within the secondary market. And really what you got to do is you got to look at the trends of the past when it comes to this from Sideshow. Because hundreds upon hundreds of $6, $7, $8, $900 for Rex, for Cody, for Fives, for these, for Gree, for all of these Sideshow clones and Rex and Cody. Are you kidding me? And the same thing is going to happen again once Rex sells out. And I don't think they're reissuing this version of Rex again. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Just like when they come out with that Clone Wars Ahsoka, they're not going to reissue that version of her again either. They're just not. And trust me, this is going to be a grail. And this figure doesn't sink Cody in the market. It elevates Cody in the market. And Cody's not going to go beyond the $500 tier range. And then they made too many of these, and this is going to be $280. Just not going to happen. It's an absolute future grail. Number one. Let's go to number one, baby. Of course. And I was setting you up for it. Future Grail. This figure will be in the $500 tier range and will probably continue to rise from there. And who knows how high it can go. But they will never reissue this again. And like I said, you're probably going to get a Dark Side Ray. But you're not going to get this again. And it's kind of interesting how well it's doing now. I didn't think it would catch the fire that it caught right now this quickly. I thought it was going to take a few more months or possibly even 6. But it's hit where I thought was going to happen in the spring to summer next year. Where this was going to start, being listed for, $380 to $400 by US sellers. It's happening now. So you have to wonder what is going to happen by the summer next year. Forget about it. Anyway, those are your grails. Now, let's go to another segment. This will be a lot of fun. Aries' top 5 secondary market movers in 2021. So, I basically debuted this channel in the beginning of February of this year. And we almost got 2,000 subscribers. Whatever, like 100 away. So in less than a year. Actually, I think my first episode was last week of January of 2021. Anyway, there was a lot of movement within the secondary market in 2021. A ton of movement. A ton of things that have changed and probably have changed Hot Toys forever. So let's go over Aries' top 5 secondary market movers in 2021. And let's go to number 5 first. And make sure that I got this right here. And I do. So let's go to number 5. I remember picking up this figure the year before. And I was able to pick it up for $326 or something. $331 Deluxe. Who would have thought that in 2021 this figure would reach $600 and beyond? Are you kidding me? It's sitting like $631 or something to that effect at the market value chart at 6scalecantina.com. Wow. And this set, and now you're seeing the one without the throne rising right now and trending up as well. And this was definitely a top 5 shaker this year. It really, really moved up big. So many of them did. But I'm giving you the top 5 ones that really went up super, super high. Let's go to number 4. And number 4 encompasses 2 figures. And I'll show you why. So the figure I'm talking about there is him right in the middle, Han Solo and New Hope, because this figure has went off the charts in 2021. And in addition to this, a New Hope version, and that head sculpt is money. Believe me, I have it. And tied with it at number 4 is this one, which is a little bit of a kit patch here. But this is the Stormtrooper helmet, Han Solo, the Stormtrooper head sculpt with for the Stormtrooper disguise. So both of those Han Solos are just so high. And that is number 4. The Han Solos went berserk in 2021. And really, when you go to the market value chart, and I will pull it up where these Hans are. And let me go to the bigger screen for a minute. And really, this time, all I'm going to do is type in Han. So I get all the Hans up. And you can see right here. Look at Han Stormtrooper. Last one, I'm highlighting it. $525 and rising. Psst. And then look, a space above it. Han Solo and New Hope. $582 and rising. Just $18 away from the $600 tier range. Wow. Wow. That's number 4. Huge mover this year. Number 3. Yes. This figure went insane. And really, in the beginning of this year, you could still pick up this figure for $370, $360. Yeah, about $360, $370. Now, going back to the market value chart, are you kidding me? You type in Ben or Kenobi. Yeah, there's Obi-Wan Kenobi from A New Hope. $598 and trending up $2 away from the $600 tier range. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay. That was number 3. Second biggest movers are counting up to number 1. Come on. Come on. It went insane. It went insane. You could pick up a Tarkin in the beginning of the year too for around the same price as Obi-Wan. And then they both just went berserk. And really, going to the market value chart of 6scalecantina.com with Tarkin, it's an absolute marvel to me how much this figure skyrocketed within the secondary market for Star Wars Hot Toys. And look at this. Forget about the 2-pack we spoke about earlier in the show. But $585, just $15 away from breaching the $600 tier range. And you have to wonder, is it possible that Tarkin by himself is going to breach the $600 tier range in 2022? And I say yes. And number 1, the number 1 craziest thing that we have seen this year, and we've seen this figure go over the $800 tier range, dip back to 6, and then come back to $700 tier range. And without further ado, the biggest mover, shakeup for 2021 in a secondary market is the dark side Anakin. And you have to wonder, has Hot Toys noticed that this figure is absolutely off the wall within the secondary market? And I say yes. And is it also possible that Hot Toys cares about some of your all feelings, that you just don't want this reissued? And I say no. Get over it. They're going to come out with this again in some way or capacity. They're just going to. It's too much money. They're just gonna. Would I rather them not? Sure. I mean, I have this. Be great. Do I think it's going to be exactly like this? No. So I think the value is going to be good with the one I have here. I don't think they're going to give it to you with the stand. I think there's going to be some differences. It's not going to be the Toy Fair exclusive. So I think that this is still going to retain a lot of value. You have to look at certain things. Not every single figure that gets another version that comes out, that has alternate versions that come out, sink the one that's in high demand down. You didn't see that at all with the Death Troopers from the Mandalorian. As a matter of fact, not only did it not affect the Death Troopers from Rogue One, it actually made them go even higher. And the same thing we're starting to see now with these new versions of Shore Troopers. Now you're getting the original Shore Trooper from Rogue One starting to trend up again as well. And you're seeing it with the Clone Wars version of Anakin. It's having the adverse effect. It's actually all of this year, all in 2021. The only effect that Clone Wars version of Anakin had on both Anakins in the secondary market is raise it up higher, baby. So if they don't give you this same exact version, then this version is going to be rare and specific to this Toy Fair. But as far as them not coming out with this figure again, whether in the aforementioned re-release of Anakin, and maybe they give you the 2 head sculpts and there you go, or maybe they put this with an Obi-Wan, or maybe they put this with a Darth Vader. Who knows how they do it? In a 2-pack with something else? There's so many different ways. Remember what they did with the Nightmare Batman and Dark Suit Superman from this year. No one was expecting that. So they won't do something like that again. They just won't do it. Don't forget what they did with the 2-pack of Boba Fett, where you can't get Boba Fett with the robes from Tatooine by himself. You can only get it with the 2-pack. Well, why did they do that? Sometimes they do some strange things. So you have to wonder, will they do something similar or strange with this as well? And I say, yes, they have to. It's too much money. Number one mover. Remember, I always told you this whole year, don't buy this stuff to invest. Because if I bought this to invest, I would be so ticked off if they came out with different versions of this. But I don't. I collect these because I enjoy them. And I always think I can recoup my money back on the figures that I buy, which I can. And that's why you should do it. I talked about this with my, let's see if I can bring this up on the screen. My best car Mandalorian with the 2 Grogus, which is awesome. Really, Aries, you love that? I love this. One of my favorites. Let me just pull that up on the screen. Let me pull that up. And look, I got this is almost hilarious to me. This is hilarious. I wasn't even meaning to bring this up. But here, I got this sorted out best-selling wise on Sideshow, Star Wars Hot Toys. And we end the year the way we began the year, where these were number 1 and 2 in the beginning of the year. These are number 1 and 2 in stock at the end of the year. Are you kidding me? Wow. But look at this. Free shipping. You think I got this because it's going to get like Dark Side Anakin, or I'm going to get $500 for this? I'm not going to get anything for this. They made too many of them. I got this because this set's awesome. It's the bomb. It's freaking great. Look at this thing. Comes with so much. I think it's one of the best hot toy releases ever for Star Wars. This thing is awesome. Awesome. 2 Grogus. All this deluxe version exclusive stuff. That's why I buy Hot Toys. I'm not worried about what it's going to do. Anyway, that's why you should do it as well. So listen, we're going to have some fun December 24th. It's going to be 10 a.m. Eastern. 10 a.m. Eastern. I will be live Christmas Eve morning with Aries, and we'll do the giveaway. So that's how I'm going to end this show. I'd love to give you a little bit more, but I am under the weather. So I've kind of hit my limit here, but this has been so much fun. And I'm so glad I did this episode. But look, again, Christmas Eve morning, 10 a.m. this Friday. I'll have special guests that'll be popping in a little bit later in the show. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. And look, again, I'm going to bring it up to you how you can be eligible to win one of these hot toys. So pull this back up. So the giveaway is, and I'll pull the banner up that's going to be up there for Christmas Eve morning. Christmas Eve live, right here. You can see it on your screen with Aries. And you can get Lando. You can get the squad leader, the Shore Trooper squad leader. You can get the Coruscant Guard, or you can get the 501st regular. So if you win, you get to choose any of those 4. And again, this is sponsored by Ray from Hawk Wars Toys. And if you don't follow him on Instagram, you really need to. And I got the link to his Instagram within the video description below. He's got some great deals, and he's always got great stuff. And not just new figures, but he gets a lot of those figures like Grand Moff Tarkin, like the A New Hope Han Solos and Lukes, like the A New Hope Ben Kenobis, so on and so forth. He always gets a lot of the rare figures, brand new. So you want to check him out. And but thanks to him so much again for sponsoring this giveaway. So again, what you got to do is you got to be subscribed or it won't count. So subscribe right now to 6 Scale Cantina. And then also, you have to comment on the Aries Tarrington show, my last video, not this one. I mean, you could comment on this one, but it's not going to count. And I left the banner up at 6scalecantina.com so you can do this. It's right here. The one that has the headline, Huge News, and has the big picture of Harrison Ford. The Aries Tarrington show with my special guest, Fabio, which was a lot of fun. You can go right to 6scalecantina.com. You can click on this banner, check out that episode, leave a comment, and subscribe to 6 Scale Cantina, and you'll be eligible to win. So absolutely don't forget to do that. Lastly, I want to tell you, maybe you want to become a Cantina Insider. And you can see right here on the screen to the right of that Christmas Eve live banner. If you go to sixscalecantina.com, you get a little preview of what you get when you are a Cantina Insider. Go to that little teal banner on the right side, and you can see right there, reissue, locks and nevers, what goes into the chart, little matrix background. Can't wait to see the matrix. Wizard hosts the show. You got to wonder, what TK, what clone trooper is that? Is that TK FOMO? You have to wonder. Grogu with the NWO, Rex unboxing. I got my Lando unboxing. I got many unboxings. All you got to do is click on that little join button in the channel. See everything that it comes with. You see the preview right here. If it's something you think that could benefit you, I do a lot of heightened analysis. I do a lot of expanded thoughts. I dive into deep in a lot of my analysis that I do on my channel for the secondary market for Star Wars Hot Toys. Or maybe you just want the crazy unboxings, or maybe you just want some fun skits with the Hot Toys Wizard. You may want to consider joining. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and follow me on Instagram. The Facebook group is booming. We talk a lot about the videos here. All the news on what's going on the channel comes up there. It's a great hangout. It's a great safe place. So definitely check it out. I got the link to the social media within this video description and Instagram. So definitely check it out. And let me put this window up over here. So there you go. Don't forget, please subscribe so you can be eligible to win, and go watch the last video, which scrolling that up here again. Aries Tarrington Show by special guest Fabio. And good luck to you this Christmas Eve, 10 a.m. Eastern in the morning. Remember, I don't always buy coffee out, but when I do, I buy from 6 Scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, my friends. See you Christmas Eve morning.